This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
Good morning and welcome to Guardian Radio A.M. Today is Thursday, May 7th. It's a little after 11 o'clock in the morning. And once again, this is CA Newry, and I shall be your host for the day. The numbers to call in, just in case you are interested and passionate about this conversation, are 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. And of course, if you're calling from the Family Island, the numbers is 242-300-5720. And if you want to text me, where's my text line? Right there. If you want to text me, the number is 422-4796. Today we have in studio representatives from the Bahamas Bikers Association. Right? But when I first saw their name, I said, this is a motorcycle gang. I get a motorcycle gang coming in studio. I got excited because I have an electric motorbike. I mean, it's not really a motorbike. It's electric, but it looked like a Harley. I mean, big and heavy. And I say, I can join this motorcycle gang. I then get my jacket. I get my helmet. Look like I'm supposed to be one of them Harley. And I say, now I'm going to pitch this idea to see if I can join this association. Then I want to pitch the ideas because of recent, there seems to be a number of Bikers Association. See, I'm moving from the word game because I was just playing the whole thing. Right? I'm just moving. Yeah. I'm moving from that word because I was just playing with them. Yes. I'm moving from that word association now, right? And there's a number of Bikers Association out there where people are riding through Nassau. Correct. And I need to know, what is a Bikers Association, right? If this is the Bahamas Bikers Association, is that the premier one that is overarching association, or is there just one amongst many in the Bahamas? So I'm going to start off with speaking to Mr. Abad Rowan, who's the president actually of the Bahamas Bikers Association, to give me a history about their organization, and then to give me a general synopsis of what they mean by Bikers Club. Are there different Bikers Club in the Bahamas? And I'm going to concentrate on New Providence, of course, and then ask questions if there's any in Grand Bahama or Apico or anything that. Correct. But we have 4 people in studio, so we all give them a chance to explain what it is to be a part of a biker association.
Okay, well, good morning, Mr. Newry, and good morning, Bahamas. My name is Abad Rowan, the president of Bahamas Bikers Association. The Bahamas Bikers Association is one governing body that covers all of the bikers in country. There's numerous amount of motorcycle clubs in the Bahamas. I am also the president of Road Stars Motorcycle Club. Consists of street bikes. That would be the ninja style type bikes, what we would have called them back in the day. But we are the association is governed, and we are registered with Bahamas, with the Youth and Sports and Culture, the government of the Bahamas. And like I said, we are the governing body for the motorcycle awareness and association in the Bahamas.
So you said governing body. I need to understand that. First of all, I didn't realize there were different biker clubs. And that's what they call officially named biker clubs?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we have motorcycle clubs. There are clubs with every club. We have the Road Stars, we have Platinum Riders, we have One-Tone Riders, and all of these are different clubs led by, have their own leader. And what we intend to do is we are trying to bring all of the clubs under one organization in country. The Bahamas Bikers Association started a few years back. Mr. Robert Ramin, he saw the vision in which bikers needed to come under an association, and so he would have been the president one time ago. He's a former president now after we had an election, and I took over this new board. We have a governing board now, my vice president, Michelle Cox, and my regional representative, Mr. Dwayne Hicks, and also Ezra Strawn. And so the Bahamas Bikers Association, we are trying to put the stigma out there to bikers. You know that we need to obey the law, obey the rules. Helmet, safety gears, make sure license your bike, insure your bike, and just abide by the rules and regulation. We're working hand in hand with the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Chief Superintendent Skippins is also being liaison on with us, working in conjunction with us and giving us very good support, along with Pastor Carlos Reed from the Hope Center. All of these persons are leading us and guiding us along the way as the way the organization should be steered forward.
You all have a pastor inside your group?
As a matter of fact, yes, Mr. Reed has just arrived, sir.
He's ride bicycle? I mean motorbike?
Well, I can't say what he rides, but he'd be able to answer that question.
Because you know he old now. I know him from a long time. I mean, I can't picture old man on a motorbike. But you mean seriously? He's a part of the organization?
Well, we have older gentlemen who's much older than them who rides motorcycles.
Okay, so I want to understand the various biker groups. You started to give details on the type of groups they are. Apparently there's different motorbikes, yes, right? Yes. So anyone could join in and explain that. So the listening audience can appreciate, well, this is a motorcycle group, this is a cycle group, this is a different type of motorcycle in general.
Right. Well, there are different motorcycle clubs, and they go as far as you have the off-road trail. All right.
You got to slow it down for me because I don't know nothing about motorcycle. You know? So the off-road trail, that's like the 6.
Yes.
Okay, see?
We just use...
I know, but 6.
Go ahead.
Okay.
The 6, that's a class. That's a class of motorcycles.
And there is an organization that just concentrates on the 6?
Yes. Okay. We call one-tune riders. Mm-hmm. All right. Then you have, for the settled gentlemen like me and you, you have Platinum Riders, which I'm the vice president of Platinum Riders.
And what type of motorbike yours ride?
That's the cruisers.
The cruisers?
Yeah.
That's some big set?
Yeah.
Okay. It would look nice.
Like the Harleys and stuff like that. Uh-huh. Yeah. So, and then you would have something what is vexing to the road right now. You have the 125 riders.
What's a 125 rider?
It's the same, something like the 6, but in a smaller version.
Yeah, I see them.
All right. And these are the free riders.
What you mean by a free rider?
Free rider doesn't belong to any organization, but then they still come together, all right, as a group.
That's what people just be riding on a Sunday?
Yeah. They ride basically every day.
The free riders.
Yeah.
I'm watching them say. I can come back to that question. Don't worry. I come back to that. Go ahead, continue.
So these are the most popular classes that you would have throughout the Bahamas, not only in Nassau.
Mind you, the studio's full. But since we have Pastor Reed here, I got to also ask him. I want to know if he's riding motorbike. Right? So, Pastor, what a good man like you, Dr. Reed, say, put the official thing, do with this motorcycle organization. You right?
See, we are called in this time to embark all different areas in this country. One of the things that I've been doing for the last 30 years is being able to bring people together. And that is my endeavor here, to be able to connect fractions, because we all want Bahamas. We're in the silly season now where we're divided. This one pulling for this one pulling for this one. But what I see the impact of this group is bringing like members together that we claim that we can't reach. Everybody claim or complain about these guys on the road, popping wheelie and all that stuff. I believe that with the right direction, the right structure, we could be able to bring some discipline to an area what need discipline. And I believe this is what the country needs at this particular time. Mentors that could impact and empower, particularly our young people, because when we look at our young people, they need a lot of work. Now, I've ridden bike for years. I haven't ridden in a long time, but I was one of those that like
ride the trail.
6.
Yes,
the 6. Yeah, we like
up and down
the
the
6. You know, I remember for years before even the area that we occupy right now, the Hope Center, that used to be a track. That used to be where the runway was for Pan Am, and we used to utilize that every Sunday. The challenge that this group is having now is to be able to create a place that they could call home, that they could be able to control what we say is a vexing problem, where we could get these persons to be able to do their little stunts, their little wheelie and all that, and in a safe environment that they could call home. And that right there is one of the things that I'm trying to help this group to do, to be able to have some place that they could call home.
Okay, let's talk to Cox Lockhart. She's the only female in the crew, and she has a senior position. She's vice president of the association, right? And women is ride, pull the mic closer to you. Women is ride bike?
Yes, women do.
We have women in the Bahamas who ride bike?
Yes, we do. In fact, I am the president of Prestige Riders, which is the first all-female.
Wait. We have an all-female group?
We have an all-female motorcycle club, and it's the first and only one in the Bahamas. I am the president. My vice president, Thomasina Wilson. She was the former director of environmental, and we sat down.
Sophisticated woman inside this group?
Yes, very sophisticated, down to earth as well. And when we sat and we decided we wanted to be, we are family oriented, and our principle base is Bible-based principle.
Oh, okay.
So the first thing is family. So we do a lot of outreach that a lot of persons may not hear about through our churches and through our communities. But yes, there is all female.
So I'm trying to get everybody involved in the conversation. There are a number of Bahamians who are alarmed, concerned about motorcycle organizations. In fact, going back to the initial joke I was saying, motorcycle gangs. They said these people are motorcycle gangs, right? They are menace to society. They up and down on a Sunday, making noise, cutting in and out of traffic. They're doing wheelies. Right. They're doing stunts. Right? And now you say you've created an umbrella association now to deal with some of these concerns.
Right.
Exactly what is the mandate of the Bahamas Bikers Association, right? Who have you partnered with in order to deal with some of these concerns, right? And how are you educating us? Because like I said, I see you all and I just hold my hand and say, that's them. And you all senior men. You all don't seem to be like the people that might be seeing popping and stuff like that, right? You all look responsible. And I'm trying to say, who are you all working with to basically manage, encourage these younger folks that I'm concerned about, right, on the streets? And how are you going about that?
Well, like Pastor Reid said, we're working with Pastor Reid in the Hope Center. We're working with Royal Bahamas Police Force. Like I said earlier, Chief Superintendent Skippin, she's been very helpful to us. And so this is the type of thing that we're trying to move towards, getting the outreach of other people in society to help us along the way. We're trying to curb this problem and this stigma with these 125 riders. Like Pastor Reid said, we're really looking for an entity or environment where we could call our home so that these younger persons could go there and display their talents inside an arena where it'll be safe and a more controlled environment. The Bahamas Hot Rod Association track area was allotted for all motorsports. That has become a challenge. I don't want to really get too much into that, but the bikers were locked out or put out for some 4 years now, and we've been.
Where's your home then?
We don't have any, and this is what we're trying to. We're trying to liaison with the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, with the minister, and also.
I know you don't want to talk politics, right? But who locked you all out?
Well, the Hot Rod Association. There was an unfortunate incident some years back where a fellow lost his life.
I understand.
A fellow lost his life on the track tragically, and so
everything got suspended.
Right. It came to part that the Hot Rod Association they didn't want to have the motorbikers or the cyclists out there anymore, and so they wrote a letter to the police, and that was the outcome.
Okay, so I want to talk about these youth. I guess we're going back to Pastor Reid on this too. There are a number of youth, what I call about 21, 22, 23, who got their own bike. They have their bike there on the road. I ain't seen no license plate behind these bike, right? And I want to know what y'all doing to assist the motoring public, the police, and telling them, man, I want your ride now. I see no reason why y'all can't ride. But what y'all doing, it ain't helping us in the broader association in general.
This organization has had meetings with the police high-ranking officers. Also had meeting with Customs Department.
Right.
Also with Road Traffic Department and a number of insurance company, where they're encouraging now the members to be able to legalize their bikes. Some bikes had some challenges because they were not registered the right way, and they've gone a long way. I think they have encouraged hundreds of young persons to be able to get legal. There's a number of things that are on the book that this organization is about to do. One of them is that they want to do a basketball tournament. We believe that basketball is a good medium to bring particularly young black brothers together, because every Bahamian believes that there's a baller. And we're looking forward to being able to do that in a very short future, where we could be able to bring them in controlled environment and be able to reach them. The challenge, like I say, this country lack a lot of like mentors. So I see these like role players, these persons that are part of this organization as mentors, and this is what like encouraged me to want to be able to assist them. Like I've been working with young people, and we need as much mentors as we could get. And when we look at this, think about with riders, I've discovered over the last probably year that we think that only like thugs ride bike, you know, and I think that is a misconception. I think it's a wrong myth, because I've now know doctors, business person, lawyers, pastors, all kind of people that be able to use this as a sport, as an outlet. And I believe that if the perception is echoed in the right chambers, I believe that the respect that this grouping needs, they would be able to get it.
I know we started to list the various bikers association. This is the time you should give a shout out now to all of them who are members of the overarching assembly, right? And I want to know how I can join one, because I have my e-bike.
You ride bicycle?
No, it's an e-bike. I'm not disputing that it's not an e-bike, but it looks like a Harley. I got
It look like a Harley?
my boy big. It's a big one.
you?
No, I'm not talking sense.
For you.
No, real. It look like anyone who see me, I on the thing. If you say where you get this motorbike, I pedaling. I
I
pedaling.
understand that he has an e-bike and he's about to form his own bike club.
There you go.
So for you guys who have the e-bikes, that's eco-friendly, no gas, just electric. You're gonna join it with this guy. And he's
There you
gonna
go.
have his own club.
There you go.
Listen, and you're
There
gonna
you
be
go.
more than welcome.
Yeah.
Right? We're gonna welcome you with open arms.
I appreciate
We'll have
that.
6 more members alongside.
I need
yourself.
6.
Yeah, but you gotta make it look good, man. You
Yeah.
can't be riding
Where do you
3 or 4.
where do you ride? Three of that good?
See, I ride on Fox Hill because the police is kind of relaxed because they know me. Because the police is take your bike. I pay money for that. That's real money. I pay for that. No.
But you gotta make sure you have on your helmet.
Yes. No. I have a big biker's helmet.
Okay.
This I have my jacket.
You got a jacket?
I have a jacket.
Oh, we're gonna have to see that. Then.
Yeah, man, it's nice. I mean, my bike is nice. It's a nice one.
And also in reference to elaborate on what you're talking about with the younger fellas, with the bikes that everyone are so well known to now, we're really trying to mold them to get them to have the understanding. Because when it comes to young people, sometimes young people sometimes tend to rebel when you try to structure them. So what we're doing now is try to give them an understanding, get to their mindset, so that you could understand and they could understand the importance of wearing your helmet, of the importance of licensing and insuring your bike. Because if you can go to work, where you park bikes, pump gas, etc., work in a hotel or whatever, if you can take the time out to actually save that money to buy a bike, it shouldn't take you that more, like another week or 2, to insure and license your bike, because it's way cheaper to license and insure your bike than to actually buy the bike. So sometimes we look at young people and we tend to just, be quick to lash out at them, and that's what causes them to rebel. But if we actually sit down and sometimes have a word one-on-one, like how we as BBA are trying to do, and to recruit them guidance, it really plays a different role instead of just lashing out at these fellas. Because, at the end of the day, we call them free riders because they ride every day on these bikes. Sometimes that's their only form of transportation to get to and from. So you can't really knock a guy if he bought a bike to get to and from work, but now he has to be responsible at this point when he decides to purchase this item. To do the right thing. So BBA is really trying to focus on young people also. And for the senior men, like we said, mentors. as a senior person in your community, if you know you have fellas that actually ride and you see them on a constant basis, it wouldn't take you 2 seconds to say, hey, I want to talk to you for a second. And for fellas who are well known in the bike industry, who are the stunners, these fellas grew up watching you. And by them watching you, that's encourage them to buy these bikes. So you can't be mad at them if they see them now, but you can encourage them and try to reach out to them. And like I say, you don't be quick to lash out at them and point fingers and down them or criticize them. But a one-on-one conversation goes a long way. And that's what BBA is trying to do. Me as a member of BBA, I always go on the tracks on a Sunday if I'm free, and I try to encourage these fellas. And a lot of them know me. Everyone calls me Chili, but it shows a big difference when you talk to them one-on-one than to actually just have that stigma and be ready to lash at these fellas. Because again, a conversation shows you the mindset and the development of these young fellas, and a lot of them have some talent when it comes to this motorcycling industry.
As Ezra Strong, who I was talking to tonight, his title is the enforcer
Yes,
in
sir.
the organization. I'm not sure what you mean by enforcer, but I can let it slide for now. We have a caller. We have a caller now. Let's see if I can get this caller to come on. Go ahead, Cordy. Can you hear us?
Yes, good morning. How are you doing?
Doing well. Go ahead.
Great for having this show this morning because I saw a lady on a bicycle and I just was thinking the most things. And I was like, woman riding a bicycle, what's she up to? What kind of person is she? But I am so glad you're having this conversation today. It's really informative. I've had guys driving up and down through the corner, making a noise. Feel like they were just disrupting my whole afternoon. And to find out that there's a different view to it. So appreciate you doing it.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And if I may add, there's a motorcyclist all the way down in Exuma. We touched on the licensing. He's doing a very good job down there, Mello down in Exuma. He's the leader of the motorcycles down in Exuma. And he's doing a very good job with having all of those guys get their bikes licensed. And in short, I was in Exuma at one point and I saw it for myself. And so he's doing a very good job. Now, on motorcycles, some motorcycles you might not always see the license plate. Sometimes the license plate might be mounted under the back fender, and the disc might be mounted underneath the back seat. So not all the time you see a motorcycle on the road means that it's not licensed. You just might not see it because some bikes have the proper affix where the bike can be visible.
Okay. I have the next. Oh, the phone lines are lit. So let me just go through all of the phone lines and make sure they address you. Okay. Go ahead, caller. Guiding Radio A.M.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Doing well.
Hey, I just want to say I'm glad to hear all you guys in the studio. Well, I'm something like a Bahamian enthusiast. I don't know if that's the word, right? I like to see Bahamians elevate and all sorts of things. Now, while you guys was talking there, my mind run on. Instead of just having sun, sea, and smile as tourism, you know how far this bike thing could really go? You ever see some of those TikTok events there in the United States?
That's
you can
coming.
have that too.
That's coming.
I just want Gov, whether it's TLB, FM, whoever it is, to have an open mind, not just strive on tourism. There are many things we can attract people here that are willing to do certain things here. Because I mean, the car racing, the motorbikes, the stunts, the flip it over and stuff like that, we could do it, I think we Bahamians, we limit ourselves so much that we think tourism and biking is the only way that this country could be exploited to the world.
Exactly.
So I want to encourage all you bikers in them, look here, think higher, think further. Like I say, I'm a Bahamian enthusiast. I believe we Bahamians, we could do anything we set our mind to. So I want you guys to be encouraged and, go there, do your thing, have more fairs, have more events, explode this thing, man. Congrats to all of you, and especially for you ladies. I mean, I see 1 or 2 ladies on the bike, but man, we need some more. Have a great day, guys.
Thanks, caller.
Thank you. Let's move on to the next caller there, Kermit. Go ahead. Guiding Radio A.M. You live.
Good morning. How are you doing this morning?
Doing well.
Mr. President, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good, and you?
I have been trying to reach you now for the past 3 months and was unable to reach you. And I heard you on the radio this morning. I actually drove all the way to Guardian Radio and dropped off my number with the receptionist for you.
Wow.
It's in reference to EMS Week in the next 2 weeks where we're trying to do a seminar for you guys. It's called Stop the Bleed, where we go through a whole process of training you guys on how to assist an event of an emergency if one of you guys was to get hit off a bike or have an emergency, where y'all can send it and deal with it until we get to you guys.
Yes, ma'am.
So I've been trying to reach you and couldn't reach you, so I just dropped off my number at the receptionist for you. When you get a chance, could you stop and get that for me, please?
I sure will. I'll make contact with you as soon as I come off the show.
Thank you so much.
All of that is a part
Thank you
of
very much.
the initiative. All of that is a part of the initiative of BBA. All of these things are we putting in programs right now to effectively help bikers, and that's one of them that we initially started to talk about, where we want to go ahead and have seminars and classes in different areas, all the learning how to ride and stuff like that, defensive riding. All of these things are initiatives that we plan to introduce to the general public. We are a young body. We just starting out. As far as all of us are veteran riders, but the association just coming out. So we're putting everything together, all right, where we go ahead and create different programs, all right, and that in itself with
the association,
what is it, Michelle?
EMS?
EMS, where we'll do something like that. We'll be able to say we'll assist. God forbid there's an accident, but you would have some kind of training to at least stabilize the person until EMS reaches on the site.
Okay, the phone lines are full. I'm going to run through the phone lines and then I have your response. And again, to promote your event. You're having a big event coming up. And then we can take the commercial break first, then we go to the event in general. But let's go clear the lines and make sure all these people get to ask the questions, unless you have something else. Let's go quickly. I'm sorry, caller. Go ahead. Guiding Radio AM. Let's move to the next one. Guiding Radio AM.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Bicycling, for some reason in the Bahamas, is viewed as archaic when, I spent a whole summer in Amsterdam on a bicycle because people in Denmark falling in up there, families ride. It's a way of life. And it is very healthy. And as I see these young boys riding the bicycles, and they're very talented, I wondered if in your project you could include a bicycle rodeo like they used to have wild horse rodeo, and also find out about them becoming stuntmen, because that is a very well-paid job, and they might be able to qualify.
Right. Okay, ma'am. That's something the board could look at. We'll look at that. The suggestion, your point is well taken. That is something we can look at it.
Okay, so the boards are clear. What we could do is I'm going to do a pivot and shift. I'm going to take my first commercial break because I want to talk and concentrate on the event, right? But I also, when you come back, I want to know how to get in contact with you in terms. Do you have a social media page? Do you have a website? How do we get in contact with you? Especially if I want to start my own bikers association. Right. I want to get those information out. So when we come back, we establish that. And then we can go move on to your event and you promote your event, okay?
Okay, sir.
We're talking about to the Bahamas Bikers Association, BBA. They're the overarching body that all of the bikers clubs inside the Bahamas tend to come under. Right. And we still didn't do any shout out to the Family Island if there's any bikers club there. So remember that too. When you come back, give us a shout out to those bikers club on the Family Island who may involve with your organization. Guiding Radio A.M. with CA Newry. We'll be right back.
Junior just showed me Bella boy in his phone.
What you mean? He take picture of that good for nothing boy?
Shh, you don't want Bella here. You say that. She always say that's my good child.
So what he doing in Junior phone?
Oh, he there because the police looking for him. He on their wanted list.
Wanted persons in your phone now?
Yes, child. And when police want to find anybody quick, after something happen, they can send pictures direct to your phone. Go to Google Play or App Store and search for Crack Crime Bahamas. Then pick install and it will go straight to your phone.
There is also a section on missing persons.
Yes, girl. Everybody needs to get this app so police can tell us right away when these people go missing. Just like like an alert system.
Yes, it has numbers for Crime Stoppers Bahamas, so you can call and nobody knows it's you. Call directly to Miami and give the information without giving your name or anything about you. I tried the other day, and when I hear Junior and his boys talking about where they hide those guns, I walk quick round the corner and call that number.
Call 328-8477 from Nassau or 242-300-8477 from the Family Islands.
The world is changing. It's bringing new challenges, but also new opportunities. The truth is, our economy always left too many Bahamians out. Now we're opening new doors in agriculture, tourism, energy, entrepreneurship, providing grants, scholarships, national service, and upskilling. A new generation is rising, and we're finally moving in the right direction, building an economy that includes everyone.
Paid for by the PLP.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
The FNM can't agree on anything except attacking everything started by the PLP. Now Michael Pintard is calling for a reset, but it's stop, review, and cancel again. Imagine, new airports, cancelled. School breakfast, cancelled. Upskill, cancelled. The National Youth Guard, cancelled. Energy reforms, cancelled. Their crew would roll back progress. The FNM, not strong enough to lead us forward, but back. Paid for by the PLP.
This night, trust the team you trust every single day. On May 12th, your Guardian Radio hosts will be live from 6 p.m. until the election is called, with verified results, breaking developments, and reporting from their Guardian News Network, the teams from Guardian Digital and the Nassau Guardian, every day and every election day. Stay with the Guardian News Network on Guardian Radio 96.9 and Star 106 FM.
And welcome back to Guardian Radio A.M. We're here with the with the Bahamas Bikers Association, the BBA. We have some members of the executive team here, and I want to get some contacts. How does freelance bikers be able to join your association, get some information about the association in general?
Okay, phone contact would be 821-8881. Our email address is bahamasbikersa@gmail.com. We also have our Facebook page, Bahamas Bikers Association. They can follow us, like and share. In terms of joining the association, you can either send us your information via email or you can call. But this month is recognized as Motorcycle Awareness Month. And what we're doing is we're doing our membership drive, which starts on Friday of this week. So we'll be at the NSA Events Hall. That's by the baseball stadium. So everyone is welcome to come out and join, fill out your form, and we'll give you the information. Also, as a part of Motorcycle Awareness Month, we've put on an array of sessions where we have invited the public and the motorcycle community at large, especially for the younger riders, the ones under 125. They may not have, I think we hit into it early in the show. Sometime, like our enforcer said, they may not know or may not have the directives on getting the proper information on license and insuring their bike. So what we did, we took the time out to invite persons from Confidence Insurance, Colleen Insurance, to come out to speak to them. So if there's any hiccups along the way, any questions they need to ask, they're more than welcome to speak to those agents to get their bikes insured and licensed.
And when is this happening? With all the Kalina and those coming?
Okay, it's every Friday in the month of May. We started last Friday with our opening night, bringing awareness to the biking community at large and the public. So this Friday, we'll have our BBA talk session with Pastor Reed and Mr. Robert Gale from Confidence Insurance. So he'll be there speaking on their behalf, and he's going to bring some applications and different flyers and paraphernalia that they would need to read upon a lot of the literature that held them in reference to licensing their motorcycle.
Okay, let's talk about an upcoming BBA event. What all is happening?
Okay, this Friday, We have our talk sessions, like I said, with Mr. Gale. On Saturday, May 9th, we have our blood drive, with Doctors Hospital is going to be sponsoring that with us.
I know you're going fast because I won't participate, but you're going fast. So let's go back to Friday. What exactly is happening Friday? Let's hash that
Okay,
up.
Friday night, we have 2 speakers.
Where and what
It's going
time?
to be at the NSA Events Hall, the
Mhm.
baseball stadium. We start at 7 p.m.
Mhm.
to 9 p.m.
And who all can attend that?
Anyone. It's invited for the invitation to the wider public, the
Mhm.
general public, bikers, anyone who feels that they have some time and they need to get some information,
Mhm.
they can stop on it.
And that's this Friday.
That's this Friday.
That's starting at 7.
That starts at 7.
Baseball stadium.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's Friday. Okay. Now you see something happening Saturday?
On Saturday, we have our first annual blood drive.
Okay.
And that's May 9th, and that would be at the stadium, the old stadium grounds.
The old city, like where
That's where
exactly?
they used to do the licensing of the cars.
Okay.
So we'll be right there under the pavilion.
Okay. And
So that's
you're asking
between-
who to attend that?
We're asking the public to come out and support. We're asking our biker community, medical personnel, MPs, anybody, the general public to come out and give their support.
Okay, and what time does the blood drive
That
start?
blood drive starts at 10 a.m. and it ends at 2 p.m.
And we're getting any free Vitamalt?
Yes.
Okay, good. I can pass by and take advantage of some free Vitamalt.
Yes.
And what time you say it start again? on
It
Saturday?
starts at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Okay.
2
Blood
p.m.
drive. Okay.
You know,
Anything else happening?
Blood donation is very important worldwide.
Yeah.
And I would like to say that, it's not only just for, since we're in hospital, we have a lot of mishaps.
Mhm.
And I always say to donate is to save a life.
Mhm.
So whether it's for someone who is in hospital, whether it's for an accident, a gunshot victim, it's very important that we do that due diligence because we don't know when it'll be our time or someone from our family.
Mhm.
And I believe in, being a donor.
And being a part of the motorcycle community, you all don't have no bumpers.
Right.
No.
No seatbelts.
No seatbelts.
Yes, sir.
So that's part of your duty, civic duty to give back. I appreciate that. Okay, that's Friday and that's Saturday as we celebrate Bikers Awareness Month. What's happening other than that?
On the following week, which would be the 15th, I think that's the 15th, that Friday, we also have another session where we have Ms. Hutchinson from Kalina. She will be there speaking in reference to insurance, life insurance, medical insurance. And we have also Mr. Kirk Bastian who will be speaking from the Police Staff Association. He's going to bring awareness to the community and to bikers to let them know in order for you to have an event, you just don't just have an event. There are various government agencies you need to engage to have the event.
You mean to go on the road, you got to go ask permission?
Yes, sir.
I did not know that. I just thought y'all just be on the road, just road.
You have the right to various government entities to have that permission. So, the public don't be surprised when they see a bunch of bikers riding together. You have to go through the different channels of road traffic
Who knew
department.
that? And on next week Friday, y'all speak on this, so
on
people
the
know.
15th, yes.
All right.
So we'll have Mr. Kirk Bastian from the Police Staff Association. He'll be bringing his greetings on that.
Okay, that's 3-4 events. Anything else?
Then it's that Saturday, the 16th and the 17th. We are scheduled to have a fundraising event for the youths.
Mm-hmm.
Gaza youth. So these are our riders from ages, let's say, from 5 to 10, who want to display their talents.
Put on the display.
And we want the public to come out and support them because it's not only the senior riders, we have younger riders. So they start, I'd say, from the
very young.
elementary
Mm-hmm.
stage, gradually grow into that secondary stage. And I feel as though it's very important because they should be given the same opportunity as adults. I know there's a young gentleman, Mr. Lockhart, who does for the Educart, who represents the country, and I feel as though they should be given the same opportunity to represent this country internationally and nationally once we have been given the proper facility to help them train to get to that level. So we want the public to come out and support them and cheer them on and encourage them.
Which date this is again?
This is the weekend of the 16th,
Okay.
May 16th, that's a Saturday.
And where is going to be this?
It's scheduled to be in the front of the old sports center
Okay.
area, in that area.
And the name of that event would be, we're calling that the Youth Explosion.
Yes.
You Explosion.
Youth Explosion.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good.
We'll be featuring the younger riders.
Okay.
Because for those who may be surprised, we have some very, very talented kids that's even though I was been riding for a while, they they make my eyes go open. Like, wow, I can't believe these between the ages of, like you say, 5 to 10, maybe 11, 12-year-olds actually doing some stuff that I only could dream about. So I really feel that the highlight and the exposure for them should be given the opportunity. So we're really trying to encourage everyone to come out when we do have this event. It's a family event. It's a family-oriented day. So bring out everybody. So when you all see this flyer drop for this youth exposure, please, 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 we encourage the public at large. Like I just go to these rallies, come out and support, because these young kids have some talent that is very, very, listen, it'll blow your mind.
I got some texts asking what is the women's motorcycle organization. They want more details about it and like what is it exactly. So give me some. Maybe we can go back and give some detail with all of the motorcycle clubs in general, if you know it in general. But let's go with this women's one.
Okay, Prestige Riders.
Prestige Riders.
Yes, Prestige Riders. It's an all women's club. Not an association, but we fall under the Bahamas Bikers Association as well.
I understand.
Like I said, I'm the president, and that's a club where you have to be invited to. So what you would do is you would send in your information.
How do I do that?
To our
How
email.
Do you do that?
To our email, prestigeriders@gmail.com. Or you can reach out to me, 426-6743. And we will get back to you and let you know in terms of where you will meet. We will sit, we will talk with you, find out, what your passion is, what you would like to see happen in the community. And you must be a member of a church.
What? It's a Christian group?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. And what type of motorbike you have to have?
Well, it's not really what you have to have. It's your choice. But you have to, into the center, you're going to ride with your helmet. And one of the mandatory requirements is there is a school in the U.S., or you could a school of your choice. We normally go to the Motorcycle Training Institute of Miami. Mm-hmm. So we do their course, whether you're doing a refresher course if you know how to ride, or if it's your first time, you're going to do the beginner's course. So we want to know that you have went international, you've got your certification. So we know that you've been through the full training, because it's a 5-hour course that you sit and you do online. Then you go and you do the practical, which is a 2-day course. So you learn riding posture, riding culture, you learn defensive riding, and so on. Wow. So it's not just you just buy a bike and you come, because we are mothers, mm-hmm. we are grandmothers, mm-hmm. and we take our family very seriously. So we ride to live, and we live to ride.
Amen. How many members you have now?
We have 6.
6. Good.
6 members.
That's big.
Yes.
I think okay, working on minds, right? Like, I appreciate it. I still want to give a shout out to all of the motorcycle organizations, and just like a brief synopsis of what type of memberships there. Like, if you're driving a Harley and you are a free rider, but you want to be a part of an organization, more likely you should want to join this particular organization here.
Well, can you hold that thought one moment? I just want to speak on one more event we're going to have on May 22nd. Mm-hmm. We're going to have Dr. Carlton Chambers. Mm-hmm. He is an orthopedic surgeon, Doctors Hospital and PMH. He will be one of our speakers on the 22nd, and mm-hmm. he's going to bring awareness in reference to those who would have ride and probably got into an accident or was injured with your orthopedic, which deals with mainly your limbs, mm-hmm. and to show you how to care if you had a surgery before, if you had a wound, as also to how to protect yourself in reference to shin pads and your protective gear to make sure, because as older riders, when you crash or you get in an accident, those bones
your bones fragile.
Right, they don't heal the way how it would for a younger person, because we have riders who have, some have steel in their mm-hmm. legs, pins and so forth. So we want them to also continue to get the proper care that they need. So Dr. Chambers will be there on the 22nd to educate them further on that.
The organization seems very conscientious, very aware of trying to make sure everybody is taking care of themselves. Yes. But let's go back to these groups now, the various groups. Now, mm-hmm. I just got a Harley, not me, but I just got a Harley, mm-hmm. right? Which organization should I approach, and how do I approach that organization?
You would approach Platinum Riders. Mm-hmm. and how you approach platinum riders. Well, once you contact through a contact or you meet up with somebody on the board, you would have to go through what we call a training stage. All right. Before you become an official member, you would have to go ahead and ride with us 3 times.
Okay.
3 times. All right.
And what you mean by ride with y'all?
With the group.
Okay.
You would have to ride with us 3 times. What it does is it gives us a sense of your riding capabilities. All right. And then because we have that structure where we ride in disciplines. Okay. So when you come into the organization, it's not that you just all over the road. We ride in sequence. All right? And we ride in sequence in any event. All right? That's the everyday. That's if we do events, if we just casually riding. All right? And the group consists of, right now, currently 57 members.
57 people? Wow.
All right? So we don't want 57 people in the general public on the road to cause any kind of friction or disrupt any traffic in any type of way. Mm-hmm. So we ride in sequence. Mm-hmm. So if you're coming into the organization, you would have to go ahead and ride with us 3 times before we could say, okay, yes, you are worthy to be a member of Platinum Riders.
So how does one get their jacket and stuff?
That's the part there.
Jacket already. Oh, my jacket. I brought my jacket. I want to make sure, just in case I want one of your jacket, how do I get one of your jackets?
Yeah, so that's a part of it. And when we do say, after the 3 rides, all right, and we see that you are able to stay in line, your riding capabilities are strong, all right, okay, you are now an official Platinum rider that comes with your jacket and all the 9 yards.
Tell me what all it comes with. Jacket with us.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's your jacket. It's the brotherhood with everybody, and because it's a group of individuals who own businesses. Like you say, we have police officers, we have defense force officers. You know, we have a well-vast membership.
I see we have a caller here. Let me engage the caller to ask a question. What is going to ask you, right? You say you ride an event. What do you mean by events?
We get called to different events to go ahead and ride on different occasions.
Okay.
Cancer Society.
Cancer Society.
Nice.
Sister Lodge, number 83. We
and
partner with them.
and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay. And do I have to pay to be a member? Just asking.
Yeah, the membership is a yearly fee.
Okay.
The yearly fee, it varies in different clubs and organizations.
Okay, let me go to this caller to have the caller engage you. Then I want another type of motorcycle organization. Go ahead, caller. Guiding Radio A.M. You live.
Hey, gracious, you just seeing your guest. How you doing?
Doing well, man.
Right on, man. Hey, let me ask your guest, right? What do you plan to, what your group, your organization, I should say, plan on doing about getting rid of the negative stigma attached to bike riders? Because you know the public see y'all as a public nuisance, right? Because any given time in traffic, you see someone pop on the bike, taking pictures, and you got to wait till the bike rider who pop on the bike finish riding before you finish driving the way. So how you plan on getting away with a negative stigma attached to bike riders?
All right, caller, to answer your question, this is the reason, and this morning is why we came on this talk show. This is Motorcycle Awareness Month, and so it is to be aware. Most riders might not have the knowledge or be in care of other persons who might teach them, or no, some people just think they just jump on a motorbike and ride. No, it isn't that. There's rules, there's regulations, there's things you have to go by in order to be riding a motorcycle. And so we have what we do a road call where we invite all bikers to come to a meeting, and we try to teach them and steer them in the right direction as to which way they should go and how to ride their motorcycle on the streets in a proper fashion.
Okay. And, I have 3 more minutes, but I want to still cover the rest of the groups. So as quick as possible, then we do a synopsis of what all happened again.
Okay, so we also have the Road Stars Motorcycle Club, which I announced earlier, which is made up of basically street bikes, but we welcome any bikes. We also have a Harley Davidson in our group, which is ridden by Mr. Derek Munnings. Mm-hmm. He has one of the, I would say, one of the biggest Harley Davidsons in Nassau.
Nice.
With one of the biggest front wheel. I think that chrome rim is about 30 inches or so.
Nice.
And so that would be the biggest front wheel in country you will ever see riding in the streets of Nassau.
Nice.
And so, like I said, we are a membership, a group of people of 31 members. We have 31 members in hand. And we also have a registration fee to join the motorcycle club. The registration fee would be $50. You'll get your jacket. And like Mr. Higgs said, you just don't come and ride with us. No one just comes and rides.
I just want the jacket. But go ahead.
Yeah, so no one just comes and ride with us. We take you out basically 3 or 4 times to see how you ride and all of this stuff. Because like you say, we want to be uniform and we want to ride proper on the streets, because we're trying to stem away from the image of motorcyclists just doing anything in the streets. And so if you don't know how to ride, you'll ride with us. We'll put you in a position, and that will remain your position as we ride along in the street.
Okay.
You have also free riders. Shout out to free riders. Free riders are a little different, but they're not really connected to any groups. It's basically a group of men that probably have a WhatsApp group and say, hey, we riding this Sunday or we riding a certain day, and they'll probably meet up at a gas station or some of that sort, and they will be in the streets. But at the same time, we are also trying to allow people to understand and get free riders to come on board, to be a part of an organization, be a part of a group, and so that, even when there are situations where you have people pointing at bikers or 1 or 2 bikers, there's always going to be a bad apple in the bunch. Mm-hmm. And, you don't just say that person, or you don't point that person out directly, you say bike. So we're trying to get everybody to come on board, This is why B-Bay also is trying to recruit members of free riders and all bikers at large to join, so that you could have a clear understanding as to what it is and what it means to actually ride into the public, so that the public eyes is not be, you don't have you as this stigma.
Instead of having that negative stigma.
That negative stigma, there'll be a positive.
Okay.
All right?
So we come to the end of the show, but I want to do a wind down. Someone decide to say, well, this is all happening.
Okay. We just want everyone to remember to come out and support, especially our blood drive, which is on this Saturday. We need persons to come out and donate. We don't have much persons donating, even on a regular basis, countrywide. So we need everyone to come out and support, especially those O-positive donors. Please come out and support. This Friday, at least at every Friday in the month of May, you're welcome to come out to the NSA Events Hall, baseball stadium. Come and share, ask questions, be a part of the conversation in reference to all of the events we're having, the insurance talk, the medical talk. We need everyone's help. We want everyone to be on board, from the old to the young. If you want to reach us, 821-8881, our email, Bahamas Bikers Association. You can also join us on Facebook, follow our page, like our page, Bahamas Bikers Association. We welcome one and all. Women, if you wanna join and be a part, you also can be a part. We're looking forward to having members join the association at large. You don't have to ride a motorcycle. You can have a bicycle. You don't have to have any motorcycle. Or once you want to be a part, you have that passion, you want to help, we welcome everyone on board.
Bahamas, let's just see how we could continue to connect. Like I said before, we're in silly season, but we got one Bahamas with one people. I want you to remember that even as we go into the voting box next week, at the end of the day, but we still got a Bahamas to build. So I want to encourage this Bikers Association and the growth that I've seen from us coming together. I want us to continue being able to build on that, so we could be able to impact this country in ways that the average person can.
Yes, sir. Good. And I just want to shout out to all our family members. We have our family out islands. We have our motorcyclists down as far as Inagua, Mando and his team. Also in Abaco, we have a team in Abaco. Also in Exuma, Mello and his team. And so I just want to encourage all of the family islands motorcyclists to just be encouraged. I know y'all out there doing y'all thing. Ride safe. Be blessed. Remember safety first. And God bless you.
Lionel in Freeport for the Freeport Riders. Give a shout out to them.
And big up Lucho.
Good. This has been Guardian Radio AM. I thoroughly enjoy this. Right, I can bring my e-bike and see how I can arrange that. And if anyone will join my motorcycle group of e-bike riders, you're welcome. Call me up and say, so we could be right on this road.
Right.
Just road.
Yeah, just road. That's throttle. Just road.
28 miles per hour going down the road, right?
Yeah.
Have a wonderful day.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, streaming on GuardianTalkRadio.com and the Guardian Radio app, Nassau, Bahamas.